Hello, welcome to Patrick's Corner. This is going to be a very interesting little deviant idea. We live in California, and we have a problem with shoplifters because basically they steal under $100,000. They don't even go to jail. So what is the deal preventing them from stopping them from doing their shoplifting? Well, I propose that they increase the penalty for shoplifting by a case basis. If somebody is in an organized shoplifting gang, they're going to go to jail for 15 years, no parole, and it's going to be effective. It's just like in New York City, that poor guy in the bodega, that little old Puerto Rican guy, 60 years old. He's old, and he can't run the EBD card for this black lady's daughter to get her chips because it doesn't go through. He tried a couple of times, says, "Hey, I can't do that." And then he says, "Well, I can't give them to her because I don't own the store." So she goes out. She tells the guy, "Well, I'm gonna F you up. My boyfriend's gonna F you up. We're gonna straighten you out." Okay, so the boyfriend comes back. He pushes the old man into a corner. Finally, the old man grabs a knife and kills him. Now, you would think that the lady who started all this, and actually she also attacked the guy, the bodega worker, the poor old Puerto Rican guy, 60 years old, and she cut him in his arms with a knife. So, is that right? No, it isn't. Does she go to jail? Does she lose her child? No, of course not. He's the victim, and they put him in jail. They give him a $500,000 fine. And what was he doing? "I'm defending myself. This guy," and according to New York law, you have to run from your assailant. You can't defend yourself because you want to defend yourself. That's the only thing. The only option you have is to fight back, because you're supposed to run first, but there's no place to run in the little bodega. He's stuck. So he spends 2 weeks in prison. He gets out on bail. Finally, they lower it to $25,000. Whoopee! So that means he had to come up with $2,500. It's a crime against poor working people, because the elites, we can't put you in jail for stealing or threatening to beat somebody up. Oh my God, that's terrible. That's a tyranny. No. What it is the fact that people have lost their respect for the law. They break into people's houses. They beat them up. And what do? "Oh, we're going to put them under arrest because Black Lives Matter and crooks' lives matter." Look, if you did that crime in Saudi Arabia, they cut your right hand off. They don't mess around. And if you tried to kill somebody, well, that wouldn't get you very far either, because they cut your head off. In Singapore, the same thing. You steal, they'll give you a good whooping. Publicly whip you. And that's how they get justice. Is very fast and very quick. It goes to the first court, and if they find you guilty, then it goes up to the appeals section, and they looks at has any of the laws in regards to this punishment been broken by the police or the district attorney, the prosecutor. And if they haven't, well, then you're guilty. If somebody kills somebody in Singapore, it's the same way. Within a month and a half, you pay with your life. They don't mess around. Now, why is this barbaric? It's barbaric. They had that teenager who was spray painting building and putting graffiti up. He thought it was like back in back in California where he could pull all that stuff, and they wouldn't do anything to him. They give him a slap on the wrist and tell him, "Don't do that, you little boy." You know. Well, in Singapore, they gave him 30 lashes, and that straightened his butt out, and they deported him. We are taking too low a position on crime. They say, oh, Black Lives Matter. Black lives do matter. They live in the same neighborhood where these crazy people do all this stuff. And they're probably more fed up about it than you and I. They don't live in nice places. They go to work every day, they work hard, and when they come home, they don't want to get robbed, they don't want to get raped or anything else. And that's why justice has to be fast and firm. And I'm not talking about cops breaking the law, forcing confessions or anything else out. I mean good police work. That means talking to people in a respectful manner. Talking to them, finding out if getting the facts. If they don't want to give you the facts according to the Constitution, they don't have to. But you have to do your work. See, police officers want it nice and easy, and it's never nice and easy. You have to do an investigation. If they don't want to give you the information, you gotta go around the block, see if somebody saw him. If this guy was guilty, go in and present the case and the evidence. But they want quick justice. There's no such thing as quick justice. It's a matter of doing the job correctly. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's my last one. And I hope you have a nice evening. Thank you. Subscribe and click.